Hey y'all. Hello, my divine ladies. Welcome. Happy Friday. Ooh, ah, just love it. So, I feel this is a topic that actually was inspired from a conversation that I was having, and I thought to myself, I said to myself, I'm like, you know what? These type of situations where women are under the oppression that men have the same emotions as women. I know on TV and on the movies they make it seem like that, but yeah, that is not the case. It has men. The thing about men, they're very rational creatures. Okay, they're very rational. So I always ask a woman, especially a woman who's looking for love, right? How can a woman focus on love if she's struggling? That's what I want to know. Hey, baby queen. How you doing, boo? Like, how can a woman focus on love if she's struggling? It just makes no sense. How is that even possible? Right? And so women are under the impression that, oh my God, you know, this man, he really, really loves me. Now I want to tell y'all a difference because there's some women who actually think when a man's possessive, when a man's jealous, when a man acts insecure, all of that, that he loves her so much. Oh, my man, he was so jealous. My boyfriend was jealous. It's like, and I was result back to the number one question: does he give you money? Well, if the answer is no, then no, he doesn't like you. He doesn't like you, and he sure doesn't love you. That's just what it is. Like, there's no way a woman can believe a man likes her, but he doesn't give her his money. And yes, it's always going to be about money because without money, you can't survive. That's the reason why men work. If it wasn't about money, they wouldn't be working. They wouldn't be trying to, be businesses, business owners, anything. They wouldn't be trying to do none of those things if money didn't matter. Money always matters. That's it. That's it. That's at the end of the day. And women who don't believe men should be sole providers are women who have not let go of her trauma. She probably met this man unnaturally, maybe via work or online, and she thinks he's worth struggling for. Therefore, this is a woman who suffers from self esteem issues. And again, women who are suffering from self esteem issues are women who have not let go of the past. And I know there's women who will say, oh, well, I had a man who gave me money before and then he threw it back in my face. And you know what? From then on, I feel I have to work in order to have some respect. But the thing is, you still don't get respect when you work or split bills with a man. You still won't get respect when you make his life easier because they're looking at you as the help. They're not looking at you as the woman they want to protect and provide for. They're looking at you as the help. And men don't want to be reminded of women that they struggled with because it's always going to be a reminder of how he wasn't a man. He's always going to remember that every time he sees her. Sometimes they just get, aggressive for no reason. And you're like, what's wrong? You think you're doing everything you can, but it doesn't work that way. Men know this. Any man who says that whatever I'm saying is BS. This is a man who is incompetent, a man who has not reached the level of satisfaction within his life. His vibration is low. He probably has some, he himself has not let go of trauma he experienced in the past. So, maybe it's towards his mother or some other woman that he probably, taken care of and she ended up leaving him for somebody else. Whatever the reason is, that's the only reason a man will say, nah, this is not true. But the reality is, This is how they love, ladies. All this emotional things that you're looking for, you have to find out within yourself. You can't expect to, a man to love you more than you love yourself. It's impossible. He doesn't know you like that. Doesn't matter if a man's been with you 24/7. He still would never know you. Only you know you because you know you your whole life. Anytime a woman is looking for love outside of herself, this is a woman who's already ready to surrender and settle for whatever comes her way. She has no goals, nothing. She just feels like this is all I have to do. And again, how can you focus on love if you're struggling? And the average working woman, she's struggling. She's struggling to make ends meet. She's struggling to date. She's struggling to do anything. That's why she's always online looking for a hookup. That's what it is. You're not looking for a relationship, but you're online. You're looking for a hookup because that's the only reason men are online. They're not looking for long term. They know when they see a woman, they have to approach her in real life. A woman that they actually want, they have to approach her. That's it. And they can't approach her with empty hands. They can't approach her that way. That doesn't even make sense. It doesn't make sense. How can a woman trust a man that doesn't want to give her any money? How can she trust that? And I'm telling you, that's why I believe men should be the sole breadwinners. That's it. That's why I believe they should hire more men. It's just what it is. If women were so, stop focusing and trying to be her own man, then she would actually realize that having a man that provides, that likes her, it's almost like they have an obsession, but not a crazy obsession where they want to hurt you. It's an obsession where they just want to do the best for you. It's like they feel nervous. Their hands are shaking when they see her. It's like, oh my God, what can I do to impress her? Like they're always looking for ways to make that woman's life easier. This is what men do for the woman that they want. There's no excuses. There's no, oh, well, it's, the economy right now it's set up where you need 2 incomes. That's a lie. If you believe in that lie, of course you're going to think that. That's a lie. The economy sets the society up to believe that lie so the government, whoever, can get more money. Because if they know they can get 2 incomes from a household, you think they're going to say, hey, you just need one. Who's going to do that? Of course they're going to make women believe, oh, it's hard. It's hard for him. He can't do it. He just can't. He can't do it. He needs help. He needs someone to push him. Imagine a man saying that to a woman. I need help to be a man. Help me. What? Oh my goodness. No, sir, you need Jesus. That's what you need. You need to find the God within yourself to get it together. It's not a woman's job to tell a man how to be a man. When a man likes you, ladies, he doesn't even talk to you about work. He doesn't say, hey, are you planning on going to work? You plan on going to school? You planning to better yourself? How are you planning on doing anything? How are you planning on... They don't talk like that to the woman that they want. They don't talk like that. When a man really likes you, he's not thinking about you going to work. He's thinking like, I need to give her some money. She doesn't even need to bring to work. What if she ends up going to work and meets somebody who's better than me? No, that's why a lot of men find themselves, the men who are insecure are the ones who are the controlling ones. This is what it is. Because that's the only reason a man would be insecure. A man who's possessive, who's controlling, this is not a confident man. And those are not the man we even need to focus on. We're focusing on the ones that are actually generous. They actually don't have no fear. They're not afraid. A man that is not afraid, that has no fear. He doesn't even know what that means, because all his life he knows he had to work. He knows this. His whole life, he had to work. And when a woman doesn't realize that her feminine energy is at stake the moment she starts working, it almost feels impossible for a woman like this to attract a masculine man. Because there can't be two men in the house. Masculine energy and masculine just don't go together. Because as long as a man is working, even if he's a man first, he's building up that testosterone. And when a woman is doing it, they're both building up the same testosterone. And they clash. It's unnatural. It's unnatural for a man to split bills with a woman. He knows that this is the woman that's going to build him up to where he wants to be until he finds a woman that he actually wants. It's just that simple. Yep, these women these days are that way. Yep, they don't know their role as a woman, so they allow low quality behavior and end up used and hurt. And that comes from trauma. A woman who's not letting go of the past. She doesn't know how to, let go and to just trust that she can actually attract a man who could provide for her, who can make her life easier. What is wrong with that? There is nothing wrong with that, because that is their job. That's what they do. They're built stronger than us for a reason. We were the gift. That's why Adam came first and Eve came after. We were the gift. After you build, this is the benefits that you get. A woman. And if a woman doesn't see value in herself, of course she's going to struggle. Of course she's going to settle for less. And of course she can't believe that men love through the walls. She feels like, oh, well, he loves me because he wants to be around me all the time. And he wants to move in with me. He wants to live with me. What? That's a man who's an opportunist. Of course, a man's going to take what you give him. What man isn't? It's the same thing with a feminine woman. You give us some money, we're going to take it. We're not going to be like, oh, no, thank you. It's okay. You don't need to give me anything. No, thank you. No, thank you. I'd rather work. I'd rather work. Like what? It's like a woman have to understand that her value starts with her. It doesn't come after you meet a man or a man starts giving you money. Then you start feeling value. You got to feel value within yourself first. You got to feel so confident. You deserve that. You deserve to be treated like that. But when you see women out here who are working, these are women who settled, who given up. They don't understand their power. They don't understand their worth. They don't understand that. So they keep searching for men to men. And that's why I see a lot of those women, they end up going to they want to sign up for a membership at a gym to go see, maybe they can spot a man who's going to come to them or something. Or they'll go out of their way to go to places to meet. They try to do everything they can. They want to prove themselves. They go to school for years just to get stuck with a debt. They go to school for years. And it's like, okay, what did you get? Well, I got an education. Okay. Now what? Well, now that I could work. Okay. That's why you went to school, to get an education so you could work? That's why? Not just because you wanted to get some information, some knowledge. And don't get me wrong, I'm not against learning. right? Learning, hey, that's you. We learn every day. There's always going to be something that we're going to learn about when the moment we wake up. Maybe you learned about something like, oh, maybe I shouldn't leave this outside the fridge. It might spoil. Maybe whatever it is, you're learning constantly. But feeling the need to go to school so you could end up working, I'm sorry, I don't think anyone has ever became wealthy working for somebody else. It just, and to me, for a woman, it's just easier marrying up in it. That's it. It's easier just marrying a man like that versus trying to be your own man. Feminism has women, believing that she's going to garner some respect if she's working. And I'm telling you, men do not respect the woman that's made it easy for him. They never do. This whole girlfriend and boyfriend, it's not even a real title. It doesn't exist. It's not real. It's not recognized in the court of law. It's not recognized. It's not recognized. Something happens to that man, you're not reaping any benefits. It's going to go to the family because they're going to always ask, are you the wife? And if you're like, well, no, I'm the girlfriend. Oh, well, I'm sorry. Only in certain states, in certain places where they actually use common law as a way for you to, gain some type of assets. Only certain places, but not a lot of places recognize common law. And what's the point of that? To me, I'm thinking like, why even share a whole house? A separate house is even better for a woman. Since when do we need to, compromise our space? Since when? Why do we need to compromise that? Women are compromising way more these days than men are. And it's only women that have not found power within themselves. When a woman embraces her feminine energy, none of these things, she doesn't worry about none of these things. She doesn't think negative. She doesn't think like, oh, if I, just in case I should get a job, just in case, because you never know. You never know. I need to work because he, what if he loses his job? So then so you can become the man? Like what? Like it makes no sense. You said real men are a resource, ladies. Tap into your feminine energy and watch your money come in. It might take inner work to reprogram the masculine ways that the Western world has taught, but it's worth it. Yes, it is. Because that's what it is. It always starts with us. The moment we try to seek something outside of ourselves, we're losing. That's just what it is. It's like, I honestly don't believe a woman should even be with a man that hasn't even got his life figured out. And if a man is still working, just a meaningless job or whatever the case, mind you, he's working. Hey, I'm not going to knock him. That's just what it is. But if he has the opportunity of getting fired where that leaves it on you, that's not the type of man you should be with. Because jobs is just over broke. The man has to have his own business so he can have enough confidence that he doesn't need to be with a woman who's going to help him be a man. That's what it is. Masculine men, they're always going to appreciate a woman who knows her worth. They will always appreciate a woman who knows her worth. Women who don't need to prove anything because they're so worried about what other people think. They're always worried about. They always feel like, oh, I need to have a man so I don't go to the Christmas party or holiday party by myself. God forbid this woman goes somewhere by herself. God forbid she goes home and sleeps in her own bed by herself. God forbid she has that much I mean, to me, that's a gift. Not having to share your space, especially with someone who doesn't value you. I don't need a man to be around me for him to show me he appreciates me. Him sending me money is enough. Because that is my love language. Okay, my love language is what's the 5 languages again? It's what's it called? What is that? The love language, I think it's acts of service. It's gifts. That's the only 2 I recognize. Acts of service, gifts, all of the, that, to me, that's the only ones I really pay attention to. Okay. Acts of service and receiving gifts. That's my love language. Okay. Thank you, baby queen. That's it. That's it. That's my only love language. Nothing else. No, like, oh, he wants to hang out with me. And it's like, okay, but what? You for free? Like, he doesn't want to give you anything. He doesn't want to bring you anything. Like, he just wants to show up with an empty, like, what? That's an insult. Honestly, it is an insult. It's very insulting. Okay. Yeah, exactly. The rest don't matter. They really don't, because it's like, that's it. That's the only way. Some women, they don't want that, because they do it for themselves. They actually, they don't really do it for themselves, but they're looking for more. And it's like, instead of trying to find a perfect man, why don't you find the one, the one that's just perfect just for you, enough that he does the basic necessities, which is to provide and to protect. Providing is just not paying the bills, but it's also so you don't have to work. Yes, thank you, baby queen. Exactly. Words of affirmation. I give myself my own words of affirmation. I don't need a man to tell me, hey, you're beautiful. And I'm like, okay, well, where's the money? I don't understand. Like, where is it? And let me tell you, ladies, you don't even have to ask these type of men. They'll give it to you naturally. Because when they see a woman who's in her feminine energy, they want to give money to her. Not because she's going to give him something back. Not because, oh, like, okay, if I give her some, I'm paying her for a service. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about the SWs. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about because he values you and he knows that he doesn't believe you should be working. He wants to give you money to make your life easier. That's it. That to me, that allows us to understand. That's it. A woman who's looking for quality time and words of affirmation, physical touch, exactly. Those are for women who don't believe they're the prize. They value that more than a man giving her a gift, because they're like, oh, you can't just buy my love. But she wants to buy his. You can't just buy me. No, that's just, that's not even smart. Doesn't even matter if a woman is not attracted to the man or not. And let me tell you, it's not just older men who give women money. Men of all ages. Men of all ages. They all have the potential of doing it, because they know, oh, to make her happy, let me give her something. Because that's what men do. They're givers. That's what masculine energy is. They give. They provide. This holiday season is a time for a woman to give to herself. She should not give any man any gifts. Doesn't matter who it is. Whether it's a husband, brother, even son, like father, doesn't matter. I'm sorry. Like, you saying thank you is enough. But she should not give any men gifts, because I'm telling you, they don't appreciate it. Men don't appreciate what they didn't work for, but they don't appreciate, and they definitely won't value it. Why would you even waste your time? There's no point wasting time giving a man a gift. What? That extra money could be given to you. Women think, oh, let me buy him the most expensive thing. Anytime you see in the shopping centers, most of the time you see it's women in the men's section, in the men's department. You rarely see men. Maybe a 1-2, males that will be there, and whatever. But the most likely you're gonna see women in the men's section, the men's department, because she wants to pick up something for that man in her life. I remember the other day a woman brought suits and coats, and obviously it was for a man, to the dry cleaner. Why is she doing that? Because women feel like they gotta be men. That's the problem. They feel like they gotta be men. It's like I'm telling you, I said it. The more we give to men, the more feminine it turns them. That's why feminine mothers will have masculine sons. But the other way around, that's just what it is. Because when a woman is by herself, she feels like she got to do everything. You don't. I even said this in my other video. Mothers have to learn how to pull back. Not feeling need like, oh, I need to do everything. I need to set this birthday party up for him. Let the father do that. Let the father buy gifts for them. And if the father doesn't get gifts, then it's not your job, because you got to say, hey, I'm sorry, but it's not my job to provide for you. I've given you life. You have the basic necessities, which is food, shelter, water. That's it. Anything else, that's extra. It's just, that's just what it is. He said, Jennifer Lopez said, my love don't cost a thing. My love only understands dollar signs. Okay. That's the only thing I understand too. I don't understand anything else. This, I love you with nothing. I don't understand that. That's not my language. Like, I don't accept those type of things. Oh, hey, I really like you. You're so beautiful. You have a nice voice. Da da da. And it's like, okay, where's my money? How can a man say he love you, but he doesn't give you no money? Even my brother gives me money. Even my father gives me money. So it's like, even my dad would tell me, yeah, a man should always give a woman money. But because their generation wasn't taught to be business owners or whatever it is, they're taught to go to school, get an education, and work for somebody else. If you get a career, in the medical fields, then yeah, you'll be set for life. Why you see so many nurses? Because she wants to be her own man. She's taught that. She's taught that she has to be her own man. Don't rely on any man, but these are the same women that are relying emotionally from these men. They want the quality time. Now you see house husbands. You see stay-at-home fathers. You see all of that. That's because a woman doesn't understand her value. And when a woman understands her value, those type of things will decline significantly. They will decline. But we have to be in a receiving mode. We have to embrace that feminine energy, because that is what puts us there. That's what puts us in that mindset to know, like, oh yeah, we deserve to be provided for. We deserve to be protected. We deserve that. Not making it so easy. Not being desperate, or allow your desperation to try to see if you have to find a man online or anything like that. That's why a lot of those women are working extra hard, because they're like, oh, this is my prize. He picked me. I got to work to show him that, you know what, I'm not lazy or a gold digger. Well, I'm not expecting him to give me money. But guess what? Those women are always looking for money. So, yeah, the only person she's lying to is herself. They can't lie to me. As a woman, they can't lie to me. They can't tell me they don't want a man to give them money. That's a lie. Every woman desires that. Every single woman. That's just what it is. We can't sit here and believe the lies that's being told to us just to make ourselves feel good. Yeah, it's like exactly. That's what they stay looking for validation. I need him to validate me, and I need him to tell me how sexy I am. But it's like, okay, what does that matter? You're not the only person he's told that to. And to me, who cares? I could care less what this man does. As long as me, I'm getting paid, I don't care what this man does. He have a whole life outside of whatever. It doesn't matter to me. It's just not, there's no point in focusing on what he's doing, what he's not doing. All it is he paying you to be there, paying you to make your life easier? If the answer is no, he don't like you, period. That's it. No ifs, ands about it. And that's why women can't contest to what I'm saying. There's no woman who can go on here, start typing the comments and saying, no, that's not true. My man loves me. He gives me nothing. Like, what? There's no woman who's going to say that. Because we know when we love somebody, we want to give to them, right? That's what they teaches us. But when I'm telling you, when you're nurturing that feminine energy, when you love somebody, you give them the gift of your attention. That's it. They get the gift of your attention. Nothing else. Not you feeling the need, oh, he gave me money, now I got to sleep with him. No. Women are under the impression that when a man gives her money, she needs to give him sex. It's like, no, you don't. I've gotten money from men, man, since 2019, and have not ever having to give them anything. The most he ever got was a kiss. Thank you. That's it. But anything else? The thing is, you get more when you don't give it up. That's the thing that they don't teach you. You get more from men when you don't give it up. There's something about that where they just feel, oh my God, like, wow. When you make him chase, you want a man to invest in you, don't sleep with him. That's it. Don't sleep with him. This man needs to work for your energy. Exactly. Thank you. Yep. Companionship is valuable, ladies. Your time should never be free. They die sooner when we're not around. They came here through us. Remember that. Okay. Thank you. Please say that again, girl. I always love when a man chases. It shows me his confidence. It shows me he really wants to be with me. Versus a man just saying it, but then you don't ever hear from him. It's like, does he really like you? Probably not. Men can say anything for some free time. They really will. They will say anything. They're like, oh, so they'll say whatever to try to make you feel like, oh yeah, he likes me. They'll say whatever. That's why I always say this. I even say this to my daughters. I said, listen, doesn't matter what you think love is. Love starts with yourself first. How you treat yourself, how you respect yourself, how you value yourself. Everything else follows after. You don't have to do nothing. You don't have to go out of your way. You don't have to do nothing. You create everything through your mind. Men give. Men are providers. That's it. They're born that way. If he doesn't want to give you his money, he don't like you. It's just simple. The man don't want to give you his money. He don't like you. That's all. And there's nothing wrong. Just carry on. Move on. Stop telling men your business. Stop telling them your secrets. Stop telling them your past. Don't give them any access to you. Just focus on yourself. Focus on what makes you happy, what makes you feel, focus on something that makes you feel happy. What makes you happy? Focus on that. Because any man that wants a woman to go 50-50, is a man that wants you to be in your masculine energy. Which is weird because then they also want the woman to submit and be feminine. But you can't be both. You can't be feminine and work. It doesn't even make sense. A woman will go work, pay half, carry a child, take care, nurture a child, raise the baby, pays 50% of the bills, provide him dinner for paying half of those ingredients, all that labor outside the workplace to give him in the evening. And then we wonder why grandmothers and mothers are single or drained, stressed, and tired. So you must work, help him pay bills, and look good. That man needs you to help him, but his ego to be great. That's a dysfunctional mindset. Because any man that needs a woman to help him is because he can't do it by himself. 50-50 is backfires. Always. And there's no such thing. Men are wired to provide. Women are wired to receive. Once a woman goes 50-50, she's going to want 50% of the credit. A man wants to take all the credit because once you start working, you're already emasculating him. So he finds ways to feel like a man elsewhere. He'll go find somebody else to give his money to. That'll be like, oh my God. Because that's where he feels masculine, when he's giving a woman money. And this is why when a woman ends up paying her own way, which is masculine, she then feels empty. She feels used. And that turns into resentment and then bitterness and then anger. She can't stand the sight of that man because the investment in him lacks reciprocity. Her investment is no longer paying off. And she intuitively knows all that she put into that relationship, she will never, ever get back. Her femininity is lost. Sexual attraction begins to fade. And he starts to notice. She will lose her respect for him, having to take 50% of the credit because she realized that helping him was like having a child. And when men don't feel valued and respected, they dysfunction. They try to find a way out. They'll lie. They'll cheat. They'll leave you when you can no longer serve them as a financial helpmate or workhorse. Then he will take the money you helped him save and find a feminine woman who won't have to lift a single finger. When a man can't provide, ladies, he feels insecure because all men have the desire to succeed financially. Otherwise, they feel like chumps. That's where the insecurity comes. So when you're helping to pay bills, a lot of men, particularly toxic, resentful men with mommy issues, will emotionally abuse you and physically. They'll try to keep you under your thumb. They'll say and do things to make you feel small, assassinate your worth. They will spread black magic on you and be like, oh yeah, no one will ever like you. No one will ever love you. This is why you don't give men money. A man will never forget a woman who's never made it easy for him. Men don't need help. They need inspiration. And when a man loves you, he's taking care of you, period. Any woman who experiences a 50-50 struggle knows it's not working. I guarantee you, the moment she challenges that lifestyle and she starts to live in her feminine energy, she'll never look back. I guarantee you. There's something in you that just, you'll never look back. Because once you actually start embracing that feminine energy, you know, like, shoot, wow, I didn't have to, I don't have to do nothing. Yep. Look at how we are built. Male and female. Men have anatomy to give. Women have anatomy to receive. Don't switch your God-given function. It's unnatural. Again, this is only gonna apply to women who understand their worth. You don't have to convince a woman of her worth when she already finds love within herself, when she lets go of the past. whatever trauma that she experienced, let go of it. You can't do nothing about it. It's gone. It's not coming back. You're the only one who relives it in your mind. Every time you relive it, every time you talk about it, every time you mention it, you're spreading the poison, and that poison grows within you. Stop talking about it. There's no need to talk about trauma or anything negative that happened to you. There's no need to relive that. It's gone. It's time now to treat yourself like the prize. You got to treat yourself like that first. I love me. I am powerful. I deserve the wealth that I desire. I deserve that provider masculine energy, man. I deserve it. You don't have to settle for less. You see, that's why they say who you hang out with determines, the level of things that you accept. If you're around a bunch of women that believe that, she got to work, you trying to go against that, they'll say everything. And again, you can't worry about what other people say. Don't take anything personally. It doesn't matter who it is. Even if it's a man who wants to throw something, at you, trying to make you feel guilty for wanting to receive, don't take it personally. Maybe he was raised differently. He was raised seeing his mother in the masculine energy. He feels all women should be like that. Until they actually find somebody they really want, then they start providing. I guarantee you that. But don't take it personally if he don't want to give you his money. You're just not the person he wants. You got to move accordingly. Stop giving benefits. You can't give benefit to someone who's not making your life easier. There's an African saying that says, no food for the lazy man. So if a man's lazy, he don't deserve nothing. Lazy and man shouldn't even be in the same vocabulary. It shouldn't even be that, because that means this is a man who is not in, has testosterone, the masculine energy that he needs. That's what that means. The men shouldn't be lazy. They need to work always. A man should always be working. Always. And if they have to figure out how to find a way to work smarter instead of harder, so they can always have money and be making money in their sleep. That way that woman doesn't have to do anything other than just be there. Because that's what feminine energy is. A man who's like, oh, I don't need a feminine. What is that? What's a woman for me to sleep with? That's all they think. It's like, sir, it's way more than that. And you know that too. It's way more than just a woman being there to sleep with them. They know what a feminine energy brings. They know that. You don't have to explain it. You don't have to say, well, you know what feminine energy is basically. You don't have to explain nothing. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. Don't try to explain yourself to any man who's like, well, what do you mean? What do you bring to the table? No, you don't explain yourself. That is not, you don't have to, like I said, feminine energy, we don't debate, we don't work, and we don't do business. So it doesn't matter. We don't even argue with them. We said what we said, and that's it. They want you to do something, you gonna pay me, sir? I need to get paid. I want to sleep with you. Well, I'm not feeling like sleeping with you. What if I give you some money? Well, and that's when your husband, should I still be charging my husband? If that's the case, I'll be like, no, you need to pay me. Because I just don't have the desire to be touched. Especially if I don't need to be. I'd rather touch myself. I know where your hands been, sir. I'd rather touch myself. I'd rather please myself, okay? Shoot, that's what I'd rather do. Like, I'm just like, yeah. Thank you, baby queen. Exactly. Right? Feminine energy is literally life force. It's healing, warm, nurturing, mysterious, and so much more. I love it. I love it too. It feels nice. It feels nice when you're tapped in and you're like, wow, this is how it feels to rest. This is how it feels. This is how it feels not to work. This is how it feels to not feel I need to prove something. This is how it feels. It's peaceful. No drama. None. It's a beautiful feeling. The timing of your manifestation depends on how much practice you give to feeling good versus the time you practice feeling bad. Say to yourself, I'm on the path and it will reveal itself to me at the perfect time. Just be happy. That's it. Just be happy. That's the only thing you need to worry about. You don't even have to worry. Just focus on. Just be happy. You will naturally attract whatever you need based on the things that you focus on and what you feel. But I'm telling you, going out of your way to try to look for love. You know, you see even these young girls, they're on these downers dating sites too. Because again, they're looking for something outside themselves. What did they grow up seeing? What did their parents? Do they see their parents struggling? Most likely, they're going to be in the same position. Sometimes it takes a different type of person to come out of that feeling the need that she got to be like her parents, feeling the need that she got to follow the society or what they consider normal. It's not normal, ladies. Splitting bills with a man is not normal. It's up to the woman. She has to have that standard for herself. That's it. That man likes you, believe me, you will know. When he doesn't like you, you will be confused. No, and I'm telling you, it has nothing to do with him, physical touch and words of affirmation. That's not even real. Okay. Anybody can say anything to you. I can tell you you're beautiful, but if you don't believe it, what does it matter? It doesn't matter. You got to believe your own, whatever you say about yourself. You have to believe that for yourself first. That's it. That's the only thing that matters is how you feel right now. Not, I feel so sad because I don't have this, or this man, I loved him more than he loved me. You know what? That's what he was taught. Don't blame any man for your position or situation. Don't have that type of energy. Don't even think negative. Don't think none of those things. It doesn't matter. The past is the past. It's up to you how long what you want comes to you. It's always up to you. Some woman, it takes a few months to track what she wants. Some woman, a few years for her to start focusing on loving herself. It's so much better when a man just wants to just give you his money versus you trying to chase, you trying to call him first or message him, see what he's doing. He's not thinking about you. I tell you that. He is not thinking about you. When a man's thinking about you, believe me, cha-ching! Oh, is that a Cash App? Woo! Is that an e-transfer? Oh, he's thinking about me. That's how you know. Oh, he's thinking about me. Shoot. You want to know when he's thinking about you? That money said, beep, beep. You get that notification. You got a deposit. Ooh. I don't know about y'all, but that to me, oh my God. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it so much. Don't be that girl who's currently dating her man not for his money or material things, but for who he is. Don't be that girl. Don't be that one, because I'm telling you, you lose at the end of the day. You lose. Okay. Anyways, I feel like At the end of the day, a woman, she has a choice. What she decides to do with her life, she has a choice. A woman intuitively knows that the man she's with probably doesn't even like her, is using her. She intuitively knows that, especially if she's working. I mean, that's the only time. If a woman is working, she knows. But part of her is so afraid of being alone, she rather settle for being with somebody who will abuse her. It's the sad reality. She's more afraid of being by herself because she hasn't got to that point where she loves her own company. And that's a very sad life to live, very miserable one. It's just that's why when you see an angry woman out here who's scorned, who's bitter, who's screaming, who's yelling, when you see that, this is a woman who has not let go. And she's still stuck in the past. Because when you're happy, it's almost impossible for you to be mean, for you to be angry, for you to be aggressive. It's literally impossible. All you feel is love. You love everything. And you attract everything you want. It just comes easy to you. Everything. It just comes easy to you. That's it. But it also depends, like I said, it always going to stem on how you feel about yourself. No one else can make you feel good. No one else can make you feel bad. Only you have that power. Whether you take something personally or whether you say, you know what, this is the facts, I need to do better, whatever. It ultimately is up to you. No one can change your opinion. No one can make you, but you should just question it and just wonder, like, Because I know any man who's ever been in my vicinity, when he likes me, believe me, he wants to give to me. And I'm not just talking about physical touch. I'm talking about he wants to give me his money. Because that's, like I said, that's the tension. If my attention is short with talking to a guy. My attention span is short. I don't really have the patience to talk to a guy for hours on end. I just need to know, like, am I getting paid? Am I getting money? Like, what's going on? That's the type of attention I focus. Like, oh, you want to give me something? That's it. Nothing else. Calling a man and telling how your day was at work. That's just, it's just, I'm sorry. It's pitiful. It really is. They don't care. I'm telling you right now, they don't care. They really don't. I don't even my brother, I think it was like once, this was a long time ago. He's like, oh, can you give me some money? I need some money real quick. And it was his birthday. I remember it was for his birthday. I'm like, I'm not giving you nothing. He's like, what? It's my birthday. I was like, I don't care. Shoot, me saying happy birthday is enough. That's it. That's all you getting from me. And funny enough, he ended up sending me money after. That's what ends up happening. He said, yep, when a man gives you his money, he's giving you the fruits of his labor. Okay. A woman is an investment of his labor to have her energy and to bear his seed. It's deep. Don't overlook this. Okay. Right. Baby queen, I'm telling you. Yep. Calling and texting is chasing masculine energy. Only call and text asking for some money. I don't even do that either. That's too much work. I don't even do that either. Once a man messages me or calls me, I try to see if that is coming. If I don't see message where he's like, hey, I want to send you some money, I'm wondering, why did you message me? Why did you call me? That's my thing. I need to know, why are you calling me? Because if you just calling and talk to me, that's not enough. That's just not enough. And I've came across good-looking guys who just want to do that, but it's a test. They test to see if you allow him to talk to you without him having to give you anything. They test you like that. They will push your boundaries, see, well, how's her standards? Is her standards big? Is it good enough? Naturally, most of the times I have always got a money is when men reach out to me. I wasn't even thinking about them. I didn't have to call or do nothing. It's usually when I wasn't even thinking. I was like, shoot, And then I just be thankful for whatever happens my day. That's what I do. I'll just be thankful for whatever happens. But to go out of my way and be like, hey, you give me some, nah, I'm not doing that. He needs to naturally want to do that himself. Naturally, he wants to do that himself. That's it. That's just me. Not just like, mind you, back in the days, I thought I had to do that. That's before I knew the power I know now. Back in the days, I thought I had to be like, oh, I need to go out of my way to see if I can, meet this man, or even, even when I met John, that I was a different mindset then. I was like, shoot. But the mindset I have now, I don't do no work. Not even having to pick up the phone or nothing. I just notification, boom, I got money, boom, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, I thought of you. I saw this and I thought maybe this would look so nice. Here, buy this for yourself. That was such a beautiful message when I got something like that. Just like, oh, I saw this. I was like, oh, what? Thank you. That's nice. That's why I say, women, don't get into the habit of calling these men or nothing. Just don't do it. Just chill. Just relax. Just do you. That's it. That's all you got to do. Don't do nothing else. When I say don't do no work, don't do no work. Only thing you got to do is just focus on yourself. Get your mind right. Naturally, you know what, Queen Son? Naturally, men will disappear. A woman doesn't even have to run. Naturally, a man will disappear when you're not paying him no attention. He called and he has not offered you nothing. There's nothing to be said. Like, it's just, yeah, right, baby queen. Yeah, she nice. I was like, no, you ain't got. I want to know the first date. Can you bring me something? What is it? Not accepting the first offer. I'll just give you dinner. What about not a dinner and a show? And I would like some extra money in my pocket. I love that. I love it. I love going out and just like, oh, here, buy me some. That's the first thing I want to buy me some or give me some money. And you can't go wrong with jewelry. You cannot go wrong with jewelry. Hey, girl. Yes. Hey, babe. Yes. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Right, baby queen. My phone number isn't free. Prove how bad you want it. That's right. I love that name too. Ooh, yes. Yes. You know what time it is, girl. You know what time it is. Yes. Yes, girl. Yes. Shoot, I'm telling you. I love it. Like, make my life easier. That's it. That's all you got to do. If you don't want to do that, then you're not the one for me. That's all. Okay? You're not the one for me. He don't want to make my life easier. He is not the one for me. That's it. That's okay. No hard feelings. I'm not going to take it personal. When somebody says something to you, ladies, it's so important not to take it personal. They will tell you how they really feel about themselves. That's it. Yeah, like it's just what it is. I don't feel no ways about it. I feel no ways about it. I'm telling you, when one man disappears, there's already 10 more coming. Okay. Sometimes God will remove somebody from your life to give you somebody better. Believe that. I actually experienced that. That's a testimony for me. People who've God removed from me. Sometimes God will put somebody in my life for me to understand what a real friend is, or whatever, right? That I will experience that. I'll experience something that was not the greatest. Then that person will get removed and I'll get something better. I'll be like, oh, this is what a friend is. This is how a friend conducts themselves. Or this is what a man is. This is how a man conducts himself. Don't feel any ways. Don't cry. Don't be sad. Anything that's get taken away from you or you feel got taken away, whatever. Just, give them gifts. Yeah, not gifts. What's that? Praise. Just send good energy their way. A woman who took your man from you, and you'd be like, oh my God, be like, yo, better you than me. Just hey, it's better you than me. Don't try to go out of your way. Like, oh no, he was mine. Like, that's what happens when a woman invests way too much. She feels it. It burns her when she's more invested. I'm just like, nah, I just don't have the time nor the energy. Loving me is so much easier than trying to love somebody else. It takes a lot of work trying to love somebody and thinking that your love can change them. It's a lot of work. Your love can't change somebody to be a better person for you. It just doesn't. But loving yourself can change your life a lot better. Exactly. God always provides. If someone leaves, count it all joy. Next. Okay. I love that. When somebody else was like, if somebody else didn't want to do it for me, I guarantee another person will. And it always happens that way. That's just how the universal law works. Oh, this person didn't do it. That's okay. I'm going to get somebody better. Always think that. That's how I think. I can't think for nobody else, but that's how I think. I always get something better. Everything always works out for me. I literally start out my day with saying something wonderful is going to happen with me today. And it always does. I always speak good energy to myself. Don't compare yourself to nobody. Love your life, love your body, love everything about you. Because you're with you for life. That's what I love about it. I'm like, I'm with me for life. No one can take away my joy, anything. It can be challenging, but I'm telling you, it's worth it. At the end of the day, it's worth it. You come across people who are not the happiest, but don't take it personally because, like I said, that's how they feel about themselves in their own current circumstances and their own situation. When you see someone who's unhappy, hey, they put themselves there. You can't do nothing about it. That's what they say. Stay away from the misery. Stay away from those who are like that because they'll bring you in their own energy. Focusing on you is a lot easier, believe me. And at the end of the day, like I said, when you're focusing on you, you don't even worry about anything else around you. You're not even noticing it. Naturally, you start attracting. You're like, oh my God, what? This man just wanted to give me money, or maybe it could be a parking space, or maybe it could be something that you feel like, wow, your good energy will attract that. Your good energy will attract whatever it is that you want. Believe me, it's a wonderful thing and it feels great. It feels amazing. I highly recommend it. Avoid the angry, avoid the bitter, avoid the scorn, avoid that. Because all they're doing is spitting poison and to bring that into your life. Avoid that. Just focusing on what you want is what's going to help you get it there faster. Quit your job. Okay? Shoot. Yeah. Quit your job. I know a woman who's like, oh, I'm a nurse. I make good money. Well, yeah, quit it. Shoot. Get someone to pay for the rest of your school for all the years that you still have to owe back to school and just rest, travel, go to places, learn to cultivate culture, whatever. Working is not the way to go as a woman. It's just not. It's struggle. I see a woman who's working. I know she's struggling. Like she don't know better. That's just and again, it's not to judge her. She just don't know better. And she's trying to teach every other woman, oh yeah, you need to work. You need to have your own business. You need to sell something. You need to do it. It's like, no, I don't. I don't got to do none of those things. And I still get paid. Okay. I got none of those things. I'm still going to get money regardless. Like what? But anyways, let me let y'all Enjoy the rest of your weekend. You know, thank you to all my ladies, especially my members. Thank you so much, y'all. Appreciate it. Y'all know what time it is. These women know what time it is. Okay, I'm just saying. Like, yes, I'm biased. I find women who understand and appreciate their feminine energy. They know. They know. Okay, they know. You're not there yet. It's okay. You get there eventually in your own time. Everybody has their time. Everybody does. Just like me, I came across my information just a few years ago. And it's been, to me, that was just a life changing. And my life has been better ever since. I'm just like, wow. But now, recently, I want to say this year, 2022, has been the best year of my life. Honestly, I can't thank God enough for this year. It has been such a wonderful year. Oh my God. I knew it too. I said, 22, that is my lucky number. I said, this is going to be my year. I called it out. I called it out from the beginning of 2022. I said, this is going to be my year. And you know what? It has been. Woo! It has been. I'm very grateful, very appreciative, and I'm very thankful. So, with that being said, ladies, be in receiving mode. You know, be happy. This you have one life to live. Why not make it a happy one? Being selfish is nothing wrong with that, because guess what? Everyone is taught to be selfish in some way or another. Some way or another. Men didn't make the money they made by being nice. You know, they got to find ways to do it. You know, but as a woman, when we feel the need to be nice and be a pushover, you get taken advantage of. And they might kick and scream and might say all these things to you, be like, oh, you selfish woman, blah, blah, blah. Take it as a compliment. Because now he's letting it be known, I can't take advantage of you. Why are you so selfish for? I can't take advantage of you. It's like, I know. It's a gift. It's a gift. When you focus on yourself, it's a gift. Cherish that gift. Don't be so easily to give your gift away. That's what your gift is. You're the prize. At the end of the day, you're the prize. You can't follow somebody else say, oh no, well, my dad says women gotta do this, or my brother says women who don't work are lazy. Doesn't matter. Stop paying attention to somebody else, especially if that person's not even a financial financial capabilities to give you better. You can't follow somebody who's financially not there yet. You know, it's like taking advice from a man who's saying, like, yeah, a woman is supposed to split bills, but he still himself is working for somebody else. Like, what? Don't listen to people like that. Only thing that matters is what you believe for yourself. If you believe you deserve to be provided for and to be given money and gifts, then believe me, you go and get it. That's it. You can't follow people who are not living the life you want. It's just no, it don't makes no sense. Like, oh, I don't want to follow a woman who works. Like, no. That's not my life. Okay. Anyways, yeah, with that being said, again, thank y'all for coming in. Appreciate y'all. Ladies, you have the choice. Again, always remember that. You have the choice. Whether you take however you want to take this information, that's up to you. Right. Thank you, baby queen. Exactly. Thank you. I don't find no ways. When I hear a man call a woman selfish, then she was doing it right. She was doing it right. Because that's a huge compliment. A huge compliment for a man to say, you're selfish. I love it. Oh, that's not negative to me. That's positive. I love it. To me, if I'm looking for words of affirmation, that's one of them. When they call you selfish, they can't stand you, but they still want to give you money. That to me, that's a gift. That's the words of affirmation I like to hear. Oh, you're selfish. Oh, I sure am. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, even when I go in, I don't even hold no doors for these men. I walk right in. You better catch the door, sir. Shoot, I'm thinking about me and myself. Actually, you know what I do? I don't even hold the door. When I see a man walking and he's close enough to me, I wait for him to open the door so I don't even have to touch it. Same thing in elevators. I just tell him, oh, I'm going to 3, please. Thank you. That's it. I'm just like, I make men work when they're around me. Just like, I'm not doing no work if I don't have to. And if a man is not doing, the work he's supposed to do, I'm gonna take it personally. But I'm not gonna make it easy for him. Just like the other day, this man, I went to a taxi. The man stayed in the car the whole time. So I was like, okay, and he put some stuff in the trunk. He did not get out of his car the whole time. I was like, oh, okay, no problem. When I'm leaving, you're gonna have to get out because I'm not closing the trunk. Oh, I don't even close the door either. I just like, naturally, you're gonna have to get up and do it. I just walk away like I didn't hear nothing. That's how I deal with the lazy ones, the ones who are not trying to put no work or effort. I'm like, no. I don't even give tips to these Uber drivers. I give them 5-star if they're decent enough to get me to my place on time. But for them to get a tip, that's asking a little too much there. I'm just saying. Shoot. I keep saying to myself, woo! Oh gosh, y'all, I don't know. But I realize women who have more testosterone, they don't like being called selfish. They don't like it. They don't even think that it's okay for them to be. I'm just like, wow, that's too bad for you. Because to me, that's the only way I see it. I can't see any other way. Okay. You said that's why your daughter lives with her dad. Why should you do it? Nope. Yeah. If they are financially capable and they have more funds, like, yo, why should I struggle with my child? Go live with your father. To me, that's the best thing I ever did. I don't feel no ways. And both my children's father be like, oh, you're selfish. I sure am. Thank you. Thank you very much. Because me, you know what? Giving birth to children wasn't enough, right? Pushing on a child that you could almost die from wasn't enough. And it's like, you think I should do more than that? I did enough, sir. Okay, I did enough. I already did my job. I nurtured these children, the first 5 years of life, even more than that. I did my job. I'm well content with just doing me right now. And that's it. So, ladies, women who want to be in their feminine energy, they understand that, being selfish is a gift. It really is. It's a gift. That a lot of men, there's men who appreciate it, and the ones who don't have the financial means can't stand it. And those are the ones you don't want anyways, because you get rid of those ones. They naturally don't want to be around a woman who's just like them, selfish. So somebody has to be the giver, and somebody has to be the taker. And I'm guarantee you right now, as a woman, you got to be the taker. That's it. That's the only thing that makes sense. Yin and yang. That's a match. Man gives, woman takes. That is a perfect match. Man works, she doesn't. Just like that meme y'all seen. My hands look like this, so hers can look like that. It was a picture of a man with working hands and a woman whose hands were manicured, soft, delicate, meaning she don't work. He's showing my hands got to be the provider. My hands got to be the one to work so she doesn't have to. That's what real men do. And anyone who contests to it, we're not talking to them because they're not the target, period. Till next time, ladies, stay divine, stay divine, stay divine. Oh, wait. No, wait. Be happy, be receiving, and Y'all know what time it is, ladies. And as always, stay divine. Peace, y'all.